So today is World Blood Donor Day. It's no secret that every day blood donated by people like all of you save lives, so we all know that. But there is a difference between knowing it and really truly understanding the whole process.
So our Fox 11 chief sports anchor, Kyle Kraska, truly understands this because for the last 8 years, he's been a tireless supporter of the Red Cross and their efforts to keep up the supply of blood. That supply saves the lives of roughly 5 million people in the United States. Those people need transfusions every single year. And Kyle understands this because he needed blood transfusions in order to save his life. So this morning, Kyle, it is so nice to see you, to talk to you about such an important cause. We watch you at night, but it's hard. we rarely see you in person. First of all, for those who are not familiar with this story, talk about what happened to you and how this truly, the transfusion, saved your life.
Without a doubt, about 8 years ago, I was shot in my driveway when I was pulling out of my garage. I was shot 6 times, and 2 of the bullets went right through the center of my chest, through my arm, my legs, my back, you name it. Why I'm still here on this planet, I still question that because I should not be with you today. I was in a coma for a week. I needed multiple blood transfusions, and I needed 14 units of blood to stay alive, which is more than the human body holds. So you can understand and why it's so important to me. And my understanding, you talk about the blood transfusions and people need them yearly. I've met children that need them every 3 weeks. I've met a 5-year-old that needs a blood transfusion every 3 weeks, and she's had 100 of them in her lifetime already. So there is a need that maybe you don't know about. It's not just trauma, okay? It's in the delivery room. It's people who are fighting cancer, chemotherapy. It is those people that have blood disorders, thalassemia, and many others. And I'm paying it forward. If I did not have those 14 units of blood that day when I was sent into the operating room, I'd be dead. And I'm so thankful to the donors that donated the blood, and I'm so thankful to the first responders that saved my life. So we honor them, the celebration of heroes. Those are first responders and blood donors, and we honor them by donating blood.
Wow. Yeah, talk about the commitment you've made now. I mean, surviving this, right? You kind of are surprised that you're here.
Yes.
And you have made this commitment to so many others, paying it forward. And talk about the commitment you made to those first responders.
I realized right away when it was important to me to meet all of them, and I've met every one of them. The people who were in the ambulance, the EMTs that day. I've met all of the nurses and doctors and surgeons, and they're very close friends of mine now that put me back together and saved my life multiple times. I died twice in the operating room, and they brought me back.
Oh my gosh.
So to get to know them and to thank them and to see the look on their face when they heard the word thank you. And I thought, you don't hear that very often, do you? And they said, no, people don't normally come back. So I said, well, that's going to change. This is my thank you to you moving forward for the rest of my life, that I am going to be the one who advocates for blood donation. And it's going to be in your honor. Each person that donates, it's because of you and the lives you save, and this is your thank you. So I've been doing this now ever since. I've personally donated 3 gallons of blood, and through our efforts and all the blood drives that we've held, we've gotten 2,000 units of blood, which could potentially save up to 6,000 lives. And for me, that's only a start. We're only getting started here. So we're having another blood drive in Santa Monica, where I live. It's coming up on July 6th. It's going to be at the beautiful Fairmont Hotel and Bungalows right there on Ocean Avenue, all day long, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We really encourage people to sign up. If you make an appointment, you get right in, you get right out. It's very quick, it's painless, and it saves a life. And you can sign up to donate at foxla.com/heroes. There it is right there, foxla.com/heroes. Just quick sign up to donate. You walk in the door, you donate, and you're done.
So this is an event, July 6th, where people can come and do this. But in general, people are able to do this throughout the year. It doesn't have to be a specific event. And some people don't really know the process or understand the process. Can you talk about the process, how long it takes, and how convenient it is, and how truly you change someone's life, save someone's life?
And maybe save your own life, by the way, because when you go in, you sign up to donate. Okay, let's say you come into our drive. You sign up online, and you show up for your appointment, and they give you a health exam right on the spot. You know, they check your blood pressure, and they check, you know, the quality of your blood and all of that stuff to make sure that you're okay. And if they see anything, so you're getting a free medical exam, and it takes 5 minutes. And then when you're ready, you go and you donate blood. You sit on a table, and it takes about maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes. And then you're done. And then you sit in the little cantina area, you sip on a juice box, you drink some water to hydrate, make sure you're okay. and you're on your way. Now, you can hang out with us, and we're going to have a party there and have a good time, but what you're doing is so important for you. Again, a free health exam, but the blood that you're donating, you know, could go to anybody. It could go to a child. It could go to someone, like I said, battling cancer. It could go to someone in trauma. Imagine if you or a family member of yours was in an accident, went to the hospital and needed blood, and they went to that shelf and it wasn't there. Remember, blood is not something that can be manufactured. You know, we can have the greatest hospitals and medical facilities in the world and the smartest doctors and nurses, but if we don't have the blood, if they don't have the blood, you can't do anything, and you just never know. And I'm telling you, you may not realize it, but you know somebody that needs blood on a regular basis. Someone next to you in the checkout line at the grocery store, they have to go on a regular basis and get blood. And they don't wear a sign around their neck, but they need it. The need never ends. And it's my job, my commitment to make sure that we always have the blood.
Well, it's such an important cause that you've taken up, and you're obviously putting a spotlight on this because of the fact that we don't talk about it enough. The shortage of blood, especially during the pandemic, there was a great need for people because no one was coming out to donate.
You're absolutely right.
Are things getting better a little now?
Very slowly getting better, but it's a great point you bring up because of that, and people stopped doing their regular routine. You can donate blood every 8 weeks, okay? But people kind of stopped doing that, and we're encouraging people to get back into that habit if you can. And my job is just to make it easy for you, okay? I set up these big fun drives that we do, like at the Fairmount that we're going to do in Santa Monica, and we make it just so easy. You just sign up, you walk in the door, you donate, and if you have an appointment, it's really quick. You could do it on your lunch hour from work. You could pop in, and we're going to have a lot of first responders there. The chief of police is going to be there, and we're going to encourage people to come out and say thank you and donate blood while you're there.
Well, thank you for putting a spotlight on this and for the work you continue to do. And, you know, I have to ask you, someone who's gone through an experience like this where you almost lost your life, your perspective changes, doesn't it?
It does,
how you view the world and how you approach every situation. Yeah,
I think, you know, I think I've always been a very positive person, even before this happened to me. But after that, gratitude. When you wake up in the morning and you open your eyes and you see the blue sky and you see the people in your life and your friends and your family and your coworkers, you're just really thankful just to be here. And it's funny how you just, you know the old saying, you don't sweat the small stuff?
Yep.
You certainly don't. You just realize that, wow, it's great to be alive. And if we can do something to help others, and this is a perfect way to do it. I'll tell you what, if you've never given blood before and you go and you give blood and you walk out of there, you really do have a different perspective. You realize, wow, I just gave of myself, and someone's going to get that blood. And it may not save their life, but it's going to significantly improve the quality of their life. It's a special thing to do, and you'll feel really good about yourself.
All right, Kyle, well, thanks so much.
Great to see you.
And we're going to be there at the event, and we hope everyone turns out at the Celebration of Heroes. You see it right there, happening July 6th from 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. It's a big party at the Fairmount in Santa Monica. So for more information and, of course, to sign up to donate on July 6th, log on to foxla.com/heroes.
Perfect.